Good morning. Happy Saturday. I'm Elena. Thank you for joining me at Pumpkin Corner Nursery. So, I just wanted to come on and show I am working on Miguel by Samantha L. Gregory. And I just wanted to show I have done some creasing, and creasing just really adds depth and starts to define your sculpt, and it really does give you more ideas of how you want to move forward with the baby as opposed to just painting. And so my first doll show that I went to, I believe Joanna Kazmazak was featured as the sculptor that year. And I had Pascal, and I had painted Pascal, and I handed her Pascal, and she said to me, she said, "I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear." She said, "Pretty skin tone." She liked my skin tone. She said, "But where you're lacking is the creasing and the shading." And so I took that information, I thanked her for it, and I was so grateful that, she was just so sweet and kind, and that she gave me those helpful tips. But since then, I have started using matte makeup powders for my creasing, and I just really love how it comes out. The biggest thing is trying to determine which color of the matte makeup you're going to use with the skin tone. And so far, I have deviated one time from the color that I typically use, but typically I use my same shade of like a light tan brown for my creasing, and I just go in with that creasing, and I usually crease multiple times. So this is my first time creasing, but I might crease 2 to 3 more times before I get to the day where I say, okay, the baby is ready, it's finished, I'm done. And I don't know how you get to that. You just kind of know it. You just get to a day where you like, you know what, it's not really anything else I could do, or I don't want to add anything else, and you just say, okay, this is the day, it's done, like I'm finished. And when I get to that point, that's when I usually finalize everything, gloss, and do the nails, the fingernails and the toenails. But anyway, I have not even blushed the bottom of the feet and the palms of the hands, or blushed the kit yet. And so I will probably go back in after a day or so. I don't know if I'm going to do this tomorrow or if I'm going to wait a couple days, but today I'm just going to let the matte makeup powder settle into the kit, and you'll see how it is really defining. Even under here, I have started my creasing, just putting the lines in, and then as I paint more, everything will just start coming together. But the baby is still showing some blotchiness. But if you look at a real baby skin, sometimes real babies have variations in their skin. So once I continue with the skin tone, um, some of that blotchiness will start to fade in underneath the skin, and it'll look more like blood flow and, things that go on under the skin. It'll give that look. And then also at the end of your painting, well, I can talk about my painting. At the end of my painting, once I varnish and add a little bit of skin tone to it, I don't know what it is about the varnish, but that varnish breathes like life into that paint, and it really, like, this is just painted, but once you varnish, it will just give it a different look, and it will really start to look like skin even more so at the end when you varnish. And then also I have fallen in love with adding skin texture. So then on top of that, in certain areas, I'm going to go heavy on the skin texture. Now the last time I did skin texture, I tried to use a different method, and I didn't really like that method. So I'm probably going to do my normal skin texture with this baby that I do, where I just go in and pounce it out until I get that fine skin texture look. But anyway, I just wanted to come on and show this baby. And I think I have a name for the baby already and have determined the gender that I want for the baby. And I won't share that until I actually do the reveal. But anyway, thank you for joining me.